Hello, fellow plant enthusiasts. So, when I had received my Begonia Taconite, I placed it in this, and I have a lid. I don't have it in the video, but I received my Begonia pavlovina, which I had purchased, and I was going to place it in here. This gives it ample humidity to keep it from drying out until I managed to plant these properly. But when I removed the lid, I saw that this leaf had deteriorated. Some of these leaves on the taconite weren't in the best shape. So I'm going to actually take this and try to propagate it. So, pardon my unkempt look, but I had a cough, and I took a test for the plague, essentially, so I'm at home under self-quarantine until the results come back to see if I have the plague. Anyway, so I do have a slight cough, so my apologies if you find that annoying, and if I can't talk as peppy as I usually do. So anyway, I'm just going to cut the stem, and I'm going to cut it closer to the top, but I've seen where people will take the begonias and they'll prune the leaves and then plant this. And that's one of the ways I'm going to plant this. I have this container, and it still has some nice moist soil, so that's good. You don't want it oversaturated, but you don't want it to be, too dry either. So by pruning off the excess, I'm getting rid not only of the bad portions of the leaves, I have a little more I can cut off, but also this way, this will focus more on producing roots and a new plantlet versus trying to keep the leaf happy. So I'm going to stick that in here, just like so. And people will take these leaves. This one may be too far spent, but it wouldn't hurt to try. So I'm going to cut it as a wedge, and let's see. I have to prune one end of the vein too narrow, so I'm just going to keep it that way. I'm going to prune the dead portions off in case the rotting portions of the leaves will actually amplify further rotting with the rest of the leaf. Because I did see a video one time where this guy, it was a longer video, talking about how insects, generally, they don't go after good plants. They go after what starts to decay, whether it's fruits or plants. So in general, now I can't remember which side is up, which side's down. Okay, let's see. Okay, this side goes in the soil. So anyway, so I'm removing the dead leaf portions just to be on the safe side. Now this one is way too spent to salvage. This leaf, I can salvage it into a wedge. I've never really propagated anything other than cane-like begonias when it comes to begonia propagation, so I'm not sure how good my skill is at the regular rhizotomous begonia propagation, but hopefully I'll have success, because these are supposed to be really easy to propagate. So, I'm just sticking them in. I push them down, and then I open this before pulling up, and the soil will fall back in on it. And this leaf may be too spent, but this vein I don't think is the one that's connected to the node at the stem, but who knows, maybe it will grow. So let me get rid of those. It's going to be a little wider in this case. Now, I did notice that there was a little condensation in this container, but it's still a little too dry. So I'm going to be just basically, it's not like scorching dry, but it's basically I'm going to go ahead and mist this plant before I let it sit and wait for these two roots. So now I'll be misting this, putting the lid on, placing it in somewhere with bright light, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll have some new Begonia Taconite plantlets. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so if I post an update on these, then you get to see the fruits of my labor just now.